program manager and certified vet tech here at Zen Habitats, and today I want to show you all of our pets. So we're gonna do a reptile room tour for 2022. If you enjoy this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as hit that notification bell so that you'll be informed for more videos like this. I also would love to hear who your favorite Zen ambassador pet is, so drop a comment below telling me who it is. Let's get right into it. I want to show you, oh my goodness, what? Oh my god, it's Em!
Hi everyone, I'm Em. Today I have come to the Zen Habitats headquarters, and Kasey, the animal care manager here at Zen, is going to be giving me a full tour of all their pets 2022. Let's go! Tell me everything there is to know about Chi and his amazing enclosure.
Oh my god, he's just the best boy. We have him housed in a 4x2x4 PVC enclosure, so that gives him ample climbing spaces, because in the wild, male bearded dragons actually like to sit up high so that they can watch their territory, watch their females, etc. So we tried to replicate that as best we could.
It's amazing, and he's so spoiled. I love his cave. He's the king of his cave.
Yes, he loves his Zen cave, so that's one of our products. It has this really great slate top on the top, so it gets nice and toasty, and they can bask on it. Holds on to that heat for that nice belly warmth.
And super wipeable as well. I've actually got the beardy mat at home. It's so good.
Yes, oh my god.
It's a game changer in my cleaning process.
Absolutely.
He is so cute. Who lives underneath Chi?
So underneath Chi, in our 16-inch enclosure, we have Eddie, our leopard geckos. Well, I say he, but we are now starting to believe that Eddie is a female. So Eddie.
Oh wow, okay, so for those who don't know how to sex a leopard gecko, is there a way to do that?
So one thing is definitely size. I also will take a look at their femoral pores underneath, and when they're more prominent, you would have a male. Hers are very tiny, almost non-existent, so I would say that she is a female.
Well, she looks amazing. I love leopard geckos. Can I put my hand there?
Yes.
It's been forever since I held a leopard gecko. Hi, darling. Look at you. You're so cute. Oh my goodness.
She's so
perfect. I
perfect.
love them. They're so velvety. Yeah, whereas you're just chilling. You're just vibing with us.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course, of course.
So cute. Now, do you want me to put her back in her cave?
She likes her cave the most.
Okay, there we go. We're gonna go in the cave. All right.
Okay.
And who is next? I'm just so hyped to see all of your pets.
Okay, so we're gonna go with our lady beardies next.
Lady Beardies, let's do it.
So next I want to introduce you to the lady beardies.
Love
So we have Miss Ty up top and Miss Zoe down below. They are just perfect little angels.
They are, and actually, visually, they look different to Chi, especially, is it Ty down here?
This is Zoe.
Zoe, I'm so sorry, Zoe. Please forgive me. So what's special about Zoe?
So Zoe is actually a morph. It's called a leatherback. So she is much smoother than our traditional bearded dragon. So I'm gonna scoop her out.
You're being so good.
But
And I'm gonna try and stay away from her parietal eye. Let me know a little bit more about the parietal eye. Why do they have that?
Absolutely. So the parietal eye is also referred to as their third eye. It's directly on top of their head. And it is used, it's not a real eye. It has photoreceptors, so it can sense light and darkness. So it helps with their circadian rhythm. It helps with identifying aerial predators, as well as seasonal changes. And if you want, give her a little feel on her belly. You can feel how warm that belly is from her cave.
How is it that she's so warm right now on that belly?
So she has the Zen cave that has that slate top like we talked about in Chi's enclosure. So she was just up there basking on that. So she's got a halogen flood lamp that's shining light onto it, heating it up. It's holding onto that heat, so she crawls up after she eats and then just gets all nice and toasty and can digest all that food.
I love it. She can just hang out with us all day.
She is a
so
sweet
chill.
girl. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for letting me
Of
hold
course.
her. Shall I pop her back where she can get more belly warm?
Yes.
There you go, belly warm.
Woo. So then right upstairs from Miss Zoe, we have Miss Ty. She is also another leatherback dragon. I am going to leave her in here for now. She's in the middle of shedding.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna let her be. I know it's very stressful sometimes when they shed, so we'll just give her space.
That's true. I think of it a lot as like when you're peeling because you have sunburn, for example. I know it doesn't hurt them, it's uncomfortable. So
yeah.
Ty, you got off lightly. I'm not gonna come and feel your belly for belly heat.
So these girls are in bioactive enclosures, and we actually just created a video showing how I built this stack and all the materials that I used and how I created these enclosures.
I missed that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because I would love to have my beta dragon set up in a bioactive, but I've just not really given the time to research that. So I want to watch you do it. I love your videos, by the way. I'm like nerding out.
Oh my god, I'm fangirling so hard.
I'm fangirling too! Kasey, who is this Chonkosaurus Rex?
Oh my goodness, this is Cleo.
Hi, Cleo.
She is our northern blue-tongued skink. She is a bit of a potato. So let's go see her. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, she is huge.
So this is Cleo. Would you like to hold her?
I would love to hold Cleo. Baby, you're like a whole bratwurst sausage.
So she is of the northern variety. So she's an Australian species, and they're just like the corgis of the reptile world.
Oh, but a very beautiful corgi of the reptile world. Now I've noticed in her food dish she's got a whole variety of fruit and veg. That is great. I see a lot of people who will feed their blue-tongued skinks like canned dog food. How do you feel about that?
Personally, I think that is an older way of keeping reptiles. It was a viable option when there wasn't a lot of research done.
Right.
But now we know what the nutritional needs of these animals are, and you can provide them a vast variety with fresh produce and other prey items.
Well, she certainly looks like she's been enjoying all of that produce.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for coming out and hanging out. You are so cute. Shall I put her back in?
Yes, please.
Here we go. I'm going to just shimmy the sausage back in. There we go. Okay, I cannot see anybody up here unless my eyes deceive me. What's happening up here?
So this is a pretty bare setup, and yes, it's high for us short people, but we are housing our juvenile Brazilian rainbow boa in here as a temporary setup.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna see if I can go find her. I have to get my step stool.
Should I like give you a boost up? Just like you can stand on my back?
Yes.
Hang on a second. I've always seen Brazilian rainbow boas like elevated because I always think of them as a semi-arboreal species. So why would she be burying herself? Like, what's the thinking there?
So juvenile snakes in general, including juvenile rainbow boas, you know, they are a prey species to a lot of animals. So her burying herself in her substrate is a good way to hide from those predators, even though we don't have any here.
I see. So like until she's healthy and big enough to climb and hold her own against the birds. You are so cute. Wow, she's so buttery.
Isn't she so amazing?
Yeah, she is. Look at that. Bleh, bleh.
All right, little lady, let's let you go back. I know you want to burrow again.
I don't want to make you feel unsafe. Parents, now she wants to go back to
She says no, thank you.
her safe spot. Kasey, I know there's a ton of other animals in this room. Show me more. I need to see all of them.
Oh my god, I can't wait to show you.
Okay, show me.
Here we go. So in this first one, we have this 2x2x2 enclosure that's fully planted out and bioactive.
I love it. I'm so jealous because my pothos always die and I don't know why.
Oh, they're so hardy. I don't know what you're doing wrong.
Neither do I. I'll just stick to reptiles.
So back in here, we have Miss Bert. I will bring her out.
You are absolutely beautiful. I can see she's really starting to fire up now on this side, but she's kind of misfired on the other side.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody a bit about what firing means? Like firing up and firing down?
Yeah, so firing up in geckos means that their darker pigment turns darker and their lighter pigment turns lighter. They're not exactly sure why they do this, but they think it has to do with excitement. What Em's doing is great. She's exercising Bert's jumping capabilities, which is fantastic. You can see how well they can jump and stick to things.
But you know, as good as they are at jumping, I always find they're not particularly good at deciding where to jump. Mine just leap off into the abyss, and the amount of like splats, they're all fine, but I've had on the floor, I feel so guilty. So I guess, you know, when especially with juveniles when handling, keep them nice and low to the ground or like on your bed.
Yes.
But Bert's being really well behaved. That's great. Thank you so much.
Of course.
No.
Oh, I also forgot to mention that Bert was named before we knew her sex as well, so we do think that Bert is also a female. Then right on top of Miss Bert, we have Mr. Ernie, as you guessed the name.
Bert Ernie, of course.
Yes. So I can bring him out next. So he is definitely a male.
Oh, we have partial pinstripe. We like partial pinstripe with Dalmatian spots.
Yes!
I love his crest. He's got really great crest structure.
He's kind of like, you know how sometimes they look a little floppy when they have the real big spines?
The floppy crest get me every time. I cannot resist. Oh, and how old is Ernie?
Ernie is about 2 years.
2 years?
Yep, he just had his first birthday the beginning of June.
Oh, well, happy birthday. Look at you. Amazing. Well, I feel like he's going to want to start jumping soon, so I'm going to go ahead and put him back. I love all of the inside here. Like, I just love how much cover he has to hide.
Yeah, so they benefit from having the cover. So I've seen a lot of very empty, sparse enclosures for crested geckos, but they do so much better and they thrive when you give them all of that enrichment.
Oh, amazing. So yeah, maybe as like hatchlings and juveniles, you know, less is more than as adults, more is more.
Yes,
I love it.
Absolutely. Thank you for that caveat. All right, we have a third new Caledonian gecko that is not a cresty.
Okay.
He is a Chahoua gecko.
I love Chahuas.
His name is Ollie. He looks like moss.
Well, well, you know, that's so funny because in England we call them mossy geckos.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Chahuas as well, but mossy geckos too.
Oh my goodness.
I prefer the Chahoua geckos to the Leachianas. Don't come for me. Do you agree? Pop a comment down below.
The lychees are cool, but they're so massive. I love a little pocket-sized pet.
Yes, I love him. He really does look like a perfect patch of moss.
Yes, yes, he's got like all these lichen spots and such.
Wow.
I'm gonna give him to you because I want you to feel how smooth he is compared to the cresties.
Oh my gosh, he really is. You are a smooth operator. You're so cute.
You can almost see he's starting to fire up back here.
I see.
And it's getting
He's
dark.
also thinking of jumping. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna? There we go. Wow. Well, thank you so much for showing me. I cannot smuggle you. Go back.
I don't think TSA would let you through.
No, but also he wouldn't like living in the environment where I am. It's very dry and he needs a lot of humidity.
That is right.
I can see it's really nice and humid in
So
there.
yes, we have a misting system, so a mist king system that provides him with rainfall every at interval times that I have scheduled. So the next animals I want to introduce you to are a little bit more sensitive, so we're gonna throw on some gloves.
Okay, perfect.
In this enclosure with the red door is our red-eyed tree frogs.
Love red-eyed. They're so iconic.
When you think of a rainforest frog, this is what I think of.
Well, you see, you think of that. I think about the time that I used to be paid to dress up for the Rainforest Cafe as Cha-Cha the Frog.
Oh my goodness!
Literally, I was their mascot. I dressed up as you. I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity.
Yes, oh, this looks like a jump is happening.
Wow!
That was the best. So, that happened. He is not feeling it. I'm gonna give him to Em, see if he'll sit for a second.
Here you go. You wanna come and hang out with me? Woo, we're gonna go into here. Go, look at you. Are you gonna perch there? There we go.
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
So we have 3 red-eyed tree frogs in this enclosure. They're all about almost a year old or just about a year old. Again, nice, humid, hot environment for them. Well, not hot, humid.
Nice and humid. Look at this incredible enclosure. I can see an 80-80. Is this a Star Wars themed enclosure?
It is.
Wow.
So I based it off of the planet Endor, or the moon rather. And there's some tiny little Ewoks in there. There's an X-Wing up there.
Ooh, it's just so great how creative you can get with a Zen. I mean, I think the 2x2x2 has to be one of my favorite sizes.
Absolutely.
There's just so much you can do in Zen. Yeah, and tell me about this red door. I've never seen a red door on a Zen habitat. What is that about?
So this is something that I kind of did as an experiment. So these frogs are nocturnal, and that doesn't give us a lot of opportunity to see them during the day because they're all sleeping. So I've given them the red door, and I've put their light cycle backwards. So their lights come on at night and go off during the day, but the red door, it blocks enough light, but we can still see in.
Wow, so it's kind of like tricking them into thinking that it's day when it's night and it's night when it's day.
Correct.
Oh,
yes.
I love it. Awesome. You want to go back up there? You want to get on the fungus? Because you look like a fun guy.
We actually created a video of this build, so make sure you go take a look at that as well.
Kasey, show me your next pet.
Oh my god, she's the best. She is the smartest, most gorgeous girl in the whole wide world.
Thanks.
Oh, just kidding. Her name is Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
And she is our Red-Argentine Tegu. She is a juvenile, so she's about 2 years old. She's got a little bit more growing to do. But right now we have her in this really cool corner extension.
Tell me about it, because I can see you have 2 4x2x4s, and then which part is the extension? How does that work?
So this piece right here, this 2x2x4 foot tall piece is the corner extension that you basically take the sides off of 2 4x2x4 enclosures and smush them together.
And then theoretically you could just like keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going.
Oh my god, I've like had dreams about like connecting multiple corner extensions and
Me
like
too.
going around like a maze. So within her enclosure we created a ramp for her, so her food's up here.
Oh wow.
And she can burrow underneath. It's like a nice dark cozy spot for her.
I love it. And there's so much dimension to this enclosure. It's not just a boring flat enclosure with a hide at one side.
Yes, I really want to provide her with as much enrichment as we can because these are super intelligent animals. They need that mental stimulation.
Right. And then tell me a bit more about the enrichment that you give her, because I know that you're doing something that I haven't seen a lot of reptile keepers doing, and you're kind of exercising her brain with brain teasers.
Yes, so I'm actually clicker training her to use a dog training tool where she has to open up compartments to get her protein, which are usually dubia roaches.
Wow, that is so cool. I was so excited to see you show me that this morning. I've never seen a Tegu mentally work out how to open like a sliding lever to get to the trap door, which has a roach on the inside. That was just mind-blowing to me.
It's amazing how smart these animals really are.
Wow, and I'm amazed also that she hasn't destroyed all the plants in the enclosure.
So
who is next?
okay, let's go up here. Okay. We have a female corn snake named Phoenix. Be on the lookout for this video. I'm making her a brand new enclosure and I can't wait to share it with you all. She's not typically a burrower, but she does. Corn snakes do burrow. They are considered a semi-arboreal species. So in her new enclosure, she's gonna have a lot more climbing opportunities.
It's so interesting. I've never seen a corn snake burrow before, but I think a lot of people keep them in such a basic enclosure that you don't give them the opportunity to sort of flex that ability.
Yeah.
So it's nice that she has the choice. You can't hide
Oh,
from
she's
Kasey.
gonna shed too.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, well,
Yeah,
I won't bother her too much.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of like.
Miss Phoenix.
There she is. So she is hiding because she's about to go into shed.
Right.
So we'll try to give her her space.
I have a flash question for you as far as beginner snakes. You can only choose one. Ball python or corn snake? Go.
Corn snake.
Oh, okay then.
I personally say corn snake because I like the activity of them. You might not think that would be great for a beginner, but I think that it kind of opens you up to other snake species.
She's beautiful. Thank you so much for showing me. I don't want to take up too much of her time. I want to let her get back to burrowing.
Yes, go ahead, little
so
lady.
cute.
So I don't have anyone living in here. I'm actually just using this enclosure, a spare Zen enclosure, to house my plants.
Perfect. I love it. It's like a little plant nursery in a Zen.
Yes, it works very well. I have my plant light in here, and then I use the humidity shield so it's nice and humid to grow up all my
I'm so jealous that you've got your cacti alive. I overlove my cacti. I'm like, I will nurture you and let you grow, and then they're like, no.
So, on the opposite side of where we just were is Kenny, our Panther chameleon.
Kenny looks like we've just caught him doing something he doesn't want us to see doing. He's like,
Oh no. So Kenny is absolutely amazing. So he's also in a 4x2x4 enclosure with all these great live plants. He is generally a very friendly boy and likes to come out for walkies. Pretty.
I love his colors. Wow.
Comfortable dude.
You are so pretty. Look at you.
So he loves to climb on people's heads. He likes to come out for walks.
Hi.
Get some Kenny snugs in.
Hi, dude. Hello.
I just love his little mitts.
Yeah, come here. Sunday.
Oh my god.
Hi, Kenny. He is king here. It's a good look.
There we go. But that's him. He's pretty spectacular.
That is so great. He looks like a really healthy specimen. You are a specimen, sir. A specimen. So cute. Oh, and I noticed that you put the mesh on this 4x2x4 because I have two of these at home, but I use the acrylic.
Yes.
Because I want higher humidity, so this is good for airflow, right?
Yes, absolutely. So with every 4x2x4 enclosure, they come with the two options for the different substrate shields. So for him, we opted to use the screen one, again, to promote all that airflow.
Promoting the airflow.
In addition, I have a little computer fan up there, so that way it can suck the air through and really create
Smart. What a great idea.
all that good airflow.
Thank you so much for showing me Kenny. I think you might be one of my favorites so far. And who's in? Oh, I know who's in here.
This is gonna be your favorite.
Okay, this is my favorite. Yes.
So in here is Ming, our juvenile female Chinese water dragon. Again, she's in a 4x2x4 enclosure. We have a 20-gallon fish tank for her that's filled with guppies, so she can go and dive in when she feels threatened, or if she wants to munch on them, she can.
I have two Chinese water dragons at home, and they do love their water, but they just sit in there and poop in there.
Oh,
that's what mine like to do.
Yes, that is definitely a thing that they do. So I 100% recommend getting a very high output filter to filter out that water and do very frequent water changes because it's going to happen.
Sure. And it's nice to see them actually being kept in the proper enclosure. I mean, definitely an extension when she's older, but for now, such a great setup. Oh, and there's a really long enclosure. How did I just miss that? How did I miss this enclosure down here? Hello, who's in here?
So this is going to be Minnie, the Brazilian rainbow boa's permanent home. So right now we're working on some of the hardscaping, not hardscaping, but the technical aspects like the misting and the fogging, and I want to get in some more climbing opportunities for her. So right now it's just kind of sitting, but it will be ready for her shortly.
What else are you planning on putting in here?
So my plan is I'm gonna mainly do it with branches. I have a bunch of really cool grapevine branches, and I'm gonna try to extend them out. So she's got all these great spots to climb. I'm also going to go in with more pothos, and
you can never have too many pothos.
And just cover it. I just want there to be tons and tons of vines for her.
That looks great. What's in here?
Oh, these are my bugs.
Oh, the bugs!
The bugs!
The bugs!
All of my bugs. So many bugs. So I have mealworms, superworms, and then 3 bins of dubia roaches.
Oh, I love it. It's so amazing how much money you can save when you breed your own.
Yes.
And I know that you were so successful with your breeding projects that you actually gave away a whole bunch to everybody at Zen and as part of a giveaway.
Yes.
So if you're into giveaways, be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow over on Instagram because Zen Habitats do awesome giveaways.
There's probably going to be another bug giveaway. They just breed like crazy. So I have 2 more animals to show you. 2 more Zen critters that I think you're gonna want.
I think I know of one, but I don't know what the other one would be.
Oh, it's gonna be a surprise.
Alright then, surprise coming. Lead the way. Take me on the Zenfari. So Kasey, I just had the best time in the reptile room meeting all of your pets, and this one is super special. I love what you have done with this enclosure. Who lives in here? And then tell me all about this. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness. So our male 2-ish, 3-year-old ball python lives in here. His name is Chip. And we actually created a video for this build, so make sure you go take a look at that. I wanted to create this enclosure for Chip so that he had opportunities to climb. So it's a common misconception that ball pythons don't climb, but this guy loves all of his space. Here he is.
He is so healthy looking. I love that he's not as like a super girthy ball python. He has so much space to climb and actually exercise those muscles that normally atrophy in an animal of this size in captivity. So he's such just a pleasure to see.
I think it's so important to provide this environmental stimulation and environmental enrichment for these species that maybe would just be kept in a Tupperware container.
Exactly, and that's what I really love about what Zen's doing differently is they're creating these incredible enclosures that you can really customize in your own way. And I can see that you've got a couple of things going on here. Run me through what you have here.
Absolutely. So the base here is a cabinet stand.
Oh, right, yeah.
So this, I don't have anything in it currently, but it's for storage.
Can I live in there?
I mean, you could probably fit in there. And then again, we have the PVC 4x2x4 enclosure. I used the solid one because I have the deeper substrate
so
for him.
we saw the one with promoting the airflow just before.
Yeah. And then up top, I have a deluxe stacking spacer, and this is really just to hide mainly my basking bulb, and you could potentially put some other things up there.
Awesome. You know, I use mine for the same, but I've never had my deluxe stacking spacer at the top, so I've never thought to really use them in that way. I've always just had them in between my 4x2x2s.
Yes, and that's what I have at home as well. Wow. But it's great to like cap it off and just make it look like a solid piece.
Exciting. I've never seen a Zen put together like this before. You are innovative.
Oh, thank you so much.
Innovative.
So I have one more animal, and he's not in a Zen habitat, but he is a Zen pet. So let's go see
I'm
him.
excited.
So here he is. This is Nash, and he's the Zen Puppy.
Oh my goodness, I've seen pictures of you. I have. You're so handsome. I miss my baby Keeper so much.
I bet you do.
But you're taking away the pain.
He loves to watch everyone, so like everyone in the office, he'll either sit with them at their desk or he'll come into the reptile room with me and watch me feed everyone. And there's the good scratches.
Oh, we got the good scratches.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, right there.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for saving those puppy cuddles until the end. That was just such a delight, and I was so happy to see Nash, the office dog, the Zen dog. He's so, so cute, and thank you for showing me the entire room. If anybody else has any questions, be sure to pop them down below so that Kasey can answer them for you if you have any questions about any of the builds or any of the animals.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Em. I really appreciate it. Again, make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified for more videos like this, and maybe we'll have some more drop-ins from Em.
Woo! Thanks everybody, take care.